Yeah. So we are live, but you are Kanchan here. Let me just shift the camera to me. Okay. I hope I'm properly audible. So we are live on YouTube. So welcome back, aliens. My name is Davindra, and I'm Meetup in Hyderabad, and we'll talk about. You can. I'm there, right? Okay, great. Okay. In normal, so when I make videos on YouTube, camera, and trust me, it's weird. Because when you're talking to people, you know their reaction, right? Example, some people are like, wow, some people are like, not going good. But how can you get feedback from a camera? Like looking at the camera, talking to them. And you also have to imagine that your people are getting some stuff, right? Try it once, okay? Start your camera, start recording, and try to say something. You will feel stupid, what you're doing. My mom laughs at me when I do this. So. Okay, great. So this is where we are going to start. So the first here is, okay, we have talked about that in morning, but again, since we have huge audience, we'll talk about that again. So in IT, so IT stands for what? It's information technology, right? It's all about information. It's not about technology, right? Now, some people have this thing which is, IT is all about technology. It's not. IT is more about information, right? So your job is not to work with technology. Your job is to work with information. I mean, think about different fields, right? If we talk about lawyers, what they do. Do they work with law? Yes, right? They fight legal cases. What about doctors? People are doing MBBS. Treat patients, right? So their main job is. In fact, thanks to film industry, right? They show everything what doctors do. We know start to end. Even if you have not done MBBS, you know how that works. So you go to doctors, they will treat you, they will use those different devices, right, to check your BP, to check your blood sugar, everything. And then if something goes wrong, if there's a operation theater, making sense, right? And you also know what. So what? They take out your heart. You know this stuff, right? You have seen everything in movies. What about IT industry? We are just 4 years, what we know is nothing, right? So we don't know any stuff because what you learn in colleges is concepts. You don't know what exactly is happening in the industry. Yes, movies, there are some movies which are based on IT professionals, right? They talk about programming stuff, but what they show is, as a programmer, what you do. That's not what we do, right? So in industry, if you have, let's say, 6 hours or 8 hours of a job, you will do programming for 3 to 4 hours, okay? The moment I go out of frame, just do something, okay? Where was I talking about?
8 hours of
So it's not the only job which you do in the industry, right? So the idea is, the moment you talk about industry or the moment you talk about IT professionals, we are problem solvers. Okay, so in one word, if you say doctors, God, right? Lawyers, liar, it doesn't matter. We are live on YouTube. Yeah, so what are IT professionals? If you say one word to describe IT professional or 2 words.
solving the problem.
Okay, we can say creators, yes.
Automate everything.
Automation, right? So we are automators. Weird word, right? Automation, yeah. What else? Or you can say problem solvers. We are solving every problem, right? See, so if different industries are verticals, we are horizontal. Right? Example, banking industry, vertical. It's only banking, right? Then we have oil industry, only oils, right? Vertical, right? What about IT? It's everywhere. Name the industry. They cannot work without us nowadays. Example, let's say if you are going, come here. This guy is late. Please. So next time when you come for meetup, come on time. Where was I talking about? So yeah. So let's talk about auto drivers. Let's say if they go on strike. So let's say in Hyderabad they go on strike. It will affect us, of course. Thanks to Ola, Uber, we can survive. Right? What if all the transport go on strike? Yes, it will suffer. Hyderabad will suffer. It will also make suffer the related country. If IT professionals go on strike, will shut down for one day because they are primarily based on banking industry. They cannot work without software. They cannot work without internet, right? Everything happens over internet. Now you can go to any branch, you can withdraw money, right? There was a time where you have to go to only your branch. If you're from Mumbai or in this area, if you have SBI account here, you can take out, withdraw money only from, not from any other branch. But now you can go anywhere in the world and you can withdraw money, right? This is the power of technology. And without errors. Those days are gone when you used to face errors in ATM machines. But now if there's any error, they will roll back the money. That's strong IT is. How about online shopping? Right? Everyone is trying online shopping now. Yeah, I'm talking about this generation, okay? The old generation, they are still hesitated to do online shopping. Aayega, nahi aayega. Right? What if you are paying and then they are not sending the product? Example, eBay. I don't use eBay at this point. Okay? I don't trust it. It works maybe. I've not tried it. The same goes for Amazon for some people. They have not tried Amazon. I tried Amazon, it works. I tried Flipkart, works. But I've never tried eBay. So because of that hesitation, right? Okay, so we are more of problem solvers than tech professionals. So you can say we are information expert, we are creators, and we are problem solvers. We are solving problems in all the industries. Now, one of the industry which we have solved a problem for a cab. So to stop a cab and they will say no. Every time you ask auto driver, we want to go somewhere, they will say no. I don't know about the scenario here in Mumbai. You can't get a rickshaw there, right? It's an achievement there. You feel happy, mil gaya. It's a lucky day for you. If you don't get the auto, that's fine. It happens every day. And now we have Ola, Uber, right? That was a real problem, right? If you want to book a cab now, take out your phone and simply then you have a Ola, Uber in front of you. See, we are not changing transport. We are changing the way it is. Making sense? See, we are not building cars. We are not building drivers. What we are building is the information sharing thing. They are looking for customers. We are looking for cabs. IT professionals say, done. Making sense? Everyone? Let's talk about phone as well. 15 years before, phone was a way of communication. And now phone is life. You cannot survive without phone, right? Everything depends upon your entertainment to your productivity. We use phone nowadays, right? So do we use hardware or do we use apps? Apps, right? Of course, we are not a big fan of hardware. Hardware is there. What we use on daily basis is apps. One of the best app which we use every day is WhatsApp, right? WhatsApp at one place. Everyone was happy with SMS, right? Yeah, with SMS. Let's talk about the first phone, which is Nokia 1100. Not the first phone, but then where the Nokia market started, right? The touch phone, remember? Yes. Best phone, unbreak, right? Now, if you talk about those phones, if you want to send a message, let's say you're chatting with someone very important. Yeah, so let's say if you're chatting with someone on Nokia apps, go to the message, then you have to say send. You have to also enter the number, right? Then after some OK, or maybe K, you know the part, right? Someone who don't want to talk to you, they will say K. Now you don't know what that K means. I mean, for which? Because see, we have to go to inbox. You don't. It was the answer or the reply. There with me? So what you do? You go to send messages. You check for the messages which you have sent. You go back to inbox, check, okay, this is for K. You go to create message. You type a message, type a mobile number, send. See the struggle there, right? But we were happy. It works, right? It was working, we were happy. Then someone said, okay, now we have to create a messaging app which will give you thread view. Problem, solution. Thank you. So it was a problem, and now we have a solution which is thread view. You know what is thread view, right? In SMS, nowadays we have smartphones, right? Smartphone, we have thread view, right? What you have sent, what you have received. You have sent, you have received. Making sense? Yes. We were happy with SMS, and that too, we were Airtel or Vodafone, they were giving us, this awesome scheme, 2,000 messages per day or per month. We were happy. Then WhatsApp came. And somewhere we were not that happy because at that point, we need to buy that monthly internet subscription. You have to pay 250 rupees per month, and that too you will get 1 GB. We were happy. Huh? 150 MB for 30 rupees. And you know the struggle, right? Yeah. So imagine we were buying those things, and then somewhere we were using not a big advantage. SMS is there, WhatsApp is there. What's the advantage? Then WhatsApp says, "Oh, you have a problem." So they said you have a problem. We were happy with SMS, right? We were getting delivery report as well. WhatsApp says you can see delivery by 2 ticks. Oh, something new. Because in mobile phones you used to get delivery, swipe it, you cannot see is it delivered or not. WhatsApp says 2 ticks matlab delivered. We were happy. The breakthrough was double ticks with a blue color. Right? Now this time you know it is delivered and seen. You know, it's a result of lots of breakups. Right? So they have added so many features, right? They've added features for last seen, they have added features for double ticks with blue color, and that's where WhatsApp has created the problem and solved it. The problem which was not there. That's what we do. Sometimes we solve existing problem, and sometimes we create a problem and solve it. It's not we create a problem, but we show that it was a problem, and then we solve it. So we are more of problem solvers, we are more information, and we are creative people, right? For some people, WhatsApp is magic. You can take a photo and send it to their phones in half a second. It's magic, right? Because for normal, photos, then rolls, and then we have to take a print out. But now, phone to snap and send. Making sense? YouTube. If you want to broadcast yourself, just go on YouTube, make a video, and you're good to go. The world is watching you. It is not possible without programming. Making sense? Please. Everyone there with me? Yes. Okay, so IT is not about software development, okay? See, in the entire discussion, we are not talking about languages. We are talking about technologies and the way of sharing information. It's all about information. So change your mindset. It's not about technology. Technology will change for sure. You cannot stick to one technology and say, Java Zindabad or C++, because we have seen this debate, okay? In fact, when I was making Java videos, I was supporting Java. It's not like supporting Java because it's good. Some people, no, Java is not good, Python is good. Maybe it is good. It is good, actually. Some people were saying JavaScript is good because they are saying JavaScript Zindabad, Java Zindabad. That's not the thing. What is it? What is Zindabad is? Zindabad. We are creators. Zindabad. You're making sense, right? It's not about technology. It will change for sure. It will change everything, including you. AI will replace you for sure. Okay, in fact, I have seen this amazing quote from one of the company. Machines are learning. Are you? So we are not learning, right? That's why we have machine learning, right? So for sure, AI will replace you if you're not building AI. Okay, so AI will not replace only those people who are building AI. So you don't have a choice in future. Maybe in next 2 years, you have to build AI, otherwise you have to wait. Otherwise, this manual testing stuff, in the industry, people were doing manual testing. Now softwares are doing manual testing. Right? So things are automating. You have to automate as well. So build automation. Don't be a part of automation. Please. Come here. This guy is also late by half an hour. Where do you stay?
Sir, I am coming from Karimnagar.
Karimnagar?
Yes.
Oh, long traveling. Huh? Traffic?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thanks. Take care. Not you, the headphone. Okay, anyway. Yeah, everyone got the point, right? What is IT? Yes. Now, why is changing so fast? Now, why is changing? Why it is now? It's now. Okay, I forgot the grammar. Thanks to chicken. Yeah. So why it is changing now? Why not before? And it was very new in year 2000, right? In year 2000, everything was why. Java was on top. Learn Java and you are set. If you want to get a job in the industry, learn Cisco. You heard about Cisco certification, right? So in year 2008 or 2005, it was hot. Cisco, Sun Certification, Sun Solaris, Java was very hot, right? Once you learn them, your life is set. Same like IAS officers or doctors, life is set, but it's not now. You know, Java, if you say it's not luxury, it's necessity. At that point, if you know Java, wow. Now, if you don't know Java, you're like, you're nothing. Making sense? And that's the problem which you are facing in the colleges as well, right? In colleges, you learn different technologies for sure. They will teach you C, they will teach you C++, they will teach you different languages. The problem is, I'm not blaming teachers here, okay? They are great, teachers are great, right? The problem is with the mindset. The moment you have a college environment, the moment you have people coming late, you're coming from where? From Hyderabad itself. So why so late then?
There were some Bonalu and all going on here at Hyderabad. So
Okay. Nice. So people are showing up now and we are out of seats. Where was I? Change the topic. Yeah. So the thing is, it's the environment which you learn. It's so important. Even if you want to learn something new, there are people around you who will say, you know, why you are going ahead of us, right? So they will try to pull you, right? So it's also the environment which has to be changed in the colleges. But of course, you have to learn languages, you have to learn technologies, you don't have a choice. Now, in year 2012, things started changing. When industry realized we have huge amount of data which we are not using. I mean, think about this. Every time you go to some website, nowadays they take your information, right? They ask you for your phone numbers, they ask you for your email IDs. Right? They are storing everything. They are storing your navigations as well. You go to Google first, you search for the page. Companies are storing everything about you. In fact, Google knows more about you than you know about yourself. Trust me, Google knows more about you than your close one knows more about you. Example, you can say to your parents, we are going to colleges. You're going to college, but not to Google. You cannot lie to Google. Google knows you are in some multiplex and watching some movie. Right? Yeah, the only thing you can do is you can off your GPS, but you are using WhatsApp, I'm multiplex, right? So you're telling to someone, Google, you're telling to Facebook that, oh, why Facebook, why what's, is it something linked with WhatsApp and Facebook? Yes, right? Facebook bought WhatsApp now. Thing, you know, they bought Instagram, they bought WhatsApp. They are buying every company they come across, right? Soon they might buy Telusko. I mean, can you imagine if you are listening, Mark? Yeah, so if you know this thing, you know, Google, Facebook, they are trying to capture, they're trying to buy every company possible. The moment they say potential, they buy it, right? Maybe they are in loss or something, but future, example, when they bought Instagram, everyone was like, why you have to buy Instagram? It was not that famous at that point. And now, everyone is on Instagram, right? The moment you go to washroom, you wash your face, there are 3 profile pictures changes, right? You update your stories, right? And that goes on Facebook as well. You also try to upload the same thing on WhatsApp. I do that. So we all do that, right? We upload our same pic everywhere. So in year 2012, we were having huge amount of data. Okay, a lot of data. Companies were taking a lot of data. But data should make sense, right? I mean, if you are storing so much of data, it's something like, let's say, you're going to a picnic. Which is your favorite destination spot, sir? Okay, last time you went somewhere? There. Parks. Temple. Okay, so good sceneries. Of course, right? Temples bante kyun hai? Right? So we have then Ajubaju, we have all amazing sceneries, right? That's why we go there, right? Anyway, we are on live. So yeah, so let's say if you go to some places, what you will do is, oh, zamana khatam ho gaya. Earlier we used to visit places and we used to enjoy. Now visit places, we take photos, right? So that we can enjoy later. We take photos and we don't take one photo. If you take a photo, your eyes are blinking. So you take 3 photos. Safe side, right? Backups are important. And you don't take from one angle. So if you're standing here, you will take all the angles possible. You will filter later, right? So what you will do is you will take all the photos. Maybe you will take 1,000 photos. You will put all those photos in one folder, so that you will go home, and then you will, this is good, this is bad. You will put all the good photos in one folder. उसमें से भी you will pick up some photos to put on Facebook, which you like, where you will look handsome, where you will have good sceneries, all those stuff. This is what happens, right? So you take 1,000 photos, then you filter it to take a bunch of photos which will be saved, and remaining photo goes on Facebook. Make sense? Everyone? Okay, I do the same thing. I take a lot of photos. Everywhere I go, I take photos because I don't have a choice. I'm a YouTuber. I have to do that, right? Just to promote stuff. Out of the frame. So I do post a lot of photos, right? I think I will take all the photos, I will filter it later. But who has time? If you see my laptop, the other laptop which is at home, it is of 1 terabyte hard drive. Out of which 200 is full of photos. So I have taken the photo so that I will use it. I'm not using it. Making sense? The same thing is happening with the companies now. They have huge amount of data. They don't know what to do with that. And that's where we got these frameworks like big data concepts. We got Hadoop. Heard about Hadoop? Yes. Then we have Spark. So yes, we can actually make sense of this data. You know why companies get the data? They want to know their customers. They want to know what they are liking, what they're not liking. Example, as a content creator, when I push content, I don't know what you like, I don't know what you don't like. That's what I'm asking you questions, right? Everyone? Yes. The same thing with the company. If they are running an ad, let's say Colgate has this new ad. In fact, Colgate is so stereotyped now, we don't even say toothpaste. We say Colgate. So some people go to medical shop and say, we want Colgate. Medical shop will ask which one, you will say Pepsodent, right? Because we feel the toothpaste is Colgate. Same goes for Xerox, right? We never say photocopy machine, we say Xerox. So we have a Xerox machine of Canon. Making sense? Xerox is the company name, right? So if Colgate wants to know the new ad is working or not, how will they know it? They change their ad. Why they change it? Because they know something is working, something is not working. Like for idea, IIN works. Jokes you make of IIN, you know that, right? Idea, IIN, idea, internet network. We make a lot of jokes out of them, right? But it worked. Everyone knows about idea now. Making sense? Now there are some brilliant, so they have to change it. How they know it's working? That's where they will analyze this data. And that's why big data, Hadoop comes into picture. Making sense? Yes. Everyone? Yeah. Now, you want to make more sense of it. So you have huge amount of data? Everyone? Okay, so there's one more thing which I forgot to tell you. See, as an audience, okay, or as a trainer, you expect your trainer should be active, right? Yes. Energetic, especially in a post-lunch session, right? So as a trainer, we also expect our audience to be active. Don't treat like you're camera and talking to you. You're humans, right? Physically, you're humans? Yes. Give me some feedback. Okay, not in terms of yes, no, or answers, but facial expressions. Some people are like, it means I'm going good. So when you are saying, so this is for everyone, okay, if you are my future participants, if you are attending my session, especially or for any session, as a trainer, we expect, is it going good, is it going bad, or we have to change the pace, volume, right? So if you say yes, it means, or if you nod by giving that smile, it means. If you got lost, show me some weird expressions. That means it's not something is missing in. Don't give us that look. Some people are like, right? It confuses. Are you interested or not going good? Give some feedback for everyone. Okay, give some feedback. Sure. Yeah. So, am I in the frame? Is it going live good? Are we getting any comments?
Yes.
That's good. So yes, we are. Hi. So we got say hi. Show me that alien symbol. So this is the first time we got so many people in a meetup. So thank you so much everyone for coming. Yeah. for you. Yeah. Thank you. Please sit. Yeah, so I was talking about what? Company wants to know if their ads are making sense. So if they have huge amount of data, they want the reports. See, as a business professional, the data. What we want to see is graph. When you watch cricket nowadays, it was all about graphs, right? Every time you watch an IPL, you get extra graphs, right? This is Virat 1 year. You see the graph. This is Virat Kohli versus ABD graph. And graphs are then data. Because we are lazy people. We don't want to read data. What we want is graphs. Create graphs. Or who will suggest? Example, when I was buying my new machine, my new desktop, I wanted to choose between Intel and AMD. So if I ask you, sir, should I go for Intel or AMD, what you will say? Of course, right? Because everyone talks about Intel, because Intel also has an ad. Bum, 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 bum. We don't have ad with AMD, right? So no one will suggest AMD. What you will suggest, sir? Huh? Okay, anyone AMD here? Someone? I bought AMD, come on. Do that. So I talked with some people and they suggested me go for AMD. It provides you better performance with less price. You there with me? Yes. But does it work? That's the question. Because see, I'm ready. You should give me some value. Because see, as a consumer, and provide value back. Example, if people buy iPhone, doesn't matter. Value. And that's why we buy OnePlus. Any OnePlus user here? What you use? Lava phones or what? MI. Hey, we got MI users. In this users, iPhone users, MI users, and other users. Right? I never say phone, they always say iPhone. So even if their phone is there, if you, hey, give me my phone, I will say, give me my iPhone. Same goes with MI users. They never say phone. This is my phone. No. The version as well. MI4. MI user? You're MI user? Huh? Which one you use? A1. You're proud of it? You're proud of it? No, you're not proud of it. You know, they also put a short from MI1. You do that, right? You're proud of it. Anyway, the important thing is, where was I talking about? So how would I know if AMD will work or not? In A as well, we have a lot of series. We have Ryzen series, the new series for gamers. We have Ryzen for gamers. So we have Ryzen for gamers. We have Ryzen 3, Ryzen 5, Ryzen 7. This is very new, right? How would I ask someone, should I buy it? And that's where huge amount of data comes into picture. So let's say you have experience of AMD from last 7 years. Now you will suggest, acha, AMD was working for first year, it works for this software, it works for this software, it works for this software. Yeah, when you play this game, it will not work. You can say that only when you have data. Making sense? So first of all, you need data, and second, you need processing power. Right? So your brain needs that power. So you can suggest something only when you have power. After lunch, you cannot suggest anything. Because what goes down is processing power. You have knowledge, but your processing power goes down. In the morning, processing power, you're all top speed. But we waste it based on, we waste it using Facebook or WhatsApp. But your morning timing is the best time. You there with me? Yes, sir. Okay. So first of all, you need huge amount of data. The second thing you need is it reconnect? Thanks to Geo. Vacation. I want to go somewhere. Yes. Huh? Tank burn. Okay. Now, why are you suggesting that?
It is very near place.
Okay, it's near place. See, he's also looking. Okay, it's near place. Best, it's free. Free, and I can spend my own time. So suggest something, you always apply that. You have data, right? Second, who is coming from Vijayawada here? So you have that data? You have the data with which he has no, right? So first you need is data, processing power. He missed his lunch, so his processing power is high. And third thing is algorithm, right? You will check for different aspects. We are, where I have to go. Am I going alone or with someone else? If I'm going alone, I want me time. Making sense, right? That's algorithm which makes sense. So it's only me, right? It's only Telusko, yeah? Where was I? So processing power. Now, your brain has something called as intelligence. So we say you are intelligent. Wow. We have data, we have processing power, and we have algorithms. People who only do rectify in the exams, they have knowledge. They're not intelligent because they don't have algorithms. Backbenchers, they only have algorithms. They don't have knowledge, but they are very good with algorithms. You give them data, they will, right? See, by no means I'm saying scholars are bad. Everyone there with me, right? Yes. So when you say you're intelligent, you need three things. The first one is data, processing power, and algorithms. From last 20, we are building algorithms for AI. But we were not successful because not enough data, not even processing power. But now, we are living in a world of huge amount of data. In fact, we call this age as information age. We have data about everything, about products and also about humans. Every time you use phone, your phone is learning who you are, what you do, right? Especially if you are using Google. If you use any high-end phone, high-end by default. iPhone, we have Siri. If you use any high-end Samsung phone, you have Bixby, right? For Amazon, right? So every device have their own AI, and they are learning day by day. They are not just learning about you, but things which are surrounded by you. The way people interact with you. Maybe they are recording this voice. Every time you put your phone in your pocket, you're saying something, they are recording it to improve the quality purpose. You know, when you call customer, say, this call may be recorded for internal and quality purposes. Same thing might happen with your Google Assistant. They are there. Making sense? Yes. So data is there. Algo is already there. And what we are getting now is AI. And that's why AI is coming into picture so fast. And one more motivation. Sophia. Right? See, before Sophia, everyone was talking about AI. AI is there. It will change the future. But no one was knowing about it. How it will change. The moment people started saying, they got motivated now, right? They can actually see AI in front of them now. So when I was in my MSc, I went to one of the college for a workshop. And they were teaching AI. They have not taught AI, but then they were showing the power of AI. And we were like, you know, something. Because it was only software. Something when we see the end product. It's working, right? Sophia is just a start. Soon, you will implement physical robots. See, we already have virtual robots, right? Your Siri, you know, you can talk to Siri. You can have, if you are alone, if you are getting bored, you can talk to Siri. How are you? Let's go out. She will give you some back answers. She will be a bit nasty sometime. She will be a bit, what do you say? What are the words we use? Yeah, humorous sometime. Talk to Alexa, the same thing. There with me, everyone? Yes. Show me some response. Yes. Yeah. See, I know it's post-lunch. Be in the evening or in the morning. Yeah. But next time I will make sure that it should be either evening or morning session so that you will be active. But try to be active now. So let's do one exercise which I did in the morning as well. So just to motivate your body. I know your brain is active, but your body is not. Thanks to that comfort chairs you got. Yeah, and the powerful AC here. So let's do it. So what you have to do is, you have to give this gesture. So you have to say yay. Okay, yay. So only once, okay, not. So you have to say yay with that energy. So let's do it. 3, 2, 1. Yay! Yay. Come on, there was not sync. So 3, 2, 1. Yay! Yeah. So feeling better now? Yes. So we have AI which is coming into picture thanks to the amount of processing power we have, the amount of data we have, and the algorithms. Okay? In future, see, you cannot create data. I mean, you're not responsible to create data. You're not responsible to improve the processing power. That will be done by AMD or Intel. What your job is to create algorithms. New algorithm to solve new problems. Right? You know why AI is so important for me at least? Every day, I get a lot of ideas. Of course, right? Dimag hai to aayega ideas, right? So we have this super which gives you new day. And we think, we will do that. Because see, as a person who is not working for a company, I can do whatever I want. I can implement it. I'm lazy, that's a different thing. But I have a chance. If you're working for a company, you don't have that flexibility, right? You're bounded with the company. You don't get enough hours to work on your things. I can do it. So I trust my guts. I see, okay, I got this idea. I will try to implement that. You know what goes wrong with me? The moment I get the idea, it is fresh in my mind for 10 minutes. The idea gone. So what's the best way to keep the idea? Note it down, right? Perfect. So I will write it down. The next option is, we have phones, right? Every time I get the idea, I will write the idea on the phone because in the bus itself, so I was traveling from bus in the morning, 2 hours, right? I got so many ideas. I forgot everything. I forgot to write down on my phone, right? But what I can do is, now I can use Google Assistant. I can talk to her. Because sometimes you feel better when you share ideas. Storing ideas is different from sharing ideas. You feel more motivated when you want to share ideas. So you can talk to her. Hey, how are you doing? These are my ideas for the day. She will store everything for me. That's how you can use it. Someday, I will say, oh, I got that idea about, can you tell me what it is? She will do it for me. Because if you use a book, you have to search by yourself. Now we have these devices, right? So it will change future for sure. You have two choices. Either to be crushed by AI, or be the change, or be a part of that change. You don't have a choice. Making sense? Yes. Well, that's about AI. Bought bitcoins? Then you don't believe. See, people who believe in bitcoins, they will buy it. Paisa nahi hai na? Right? Okay, that's great. So yeah, so there are some people who believe in bitcoins. There are some people who don't believe in Bitcoin. There are some. Let's see. Because see, bitcoins, which be Ethereum or bitcoins or maybe some other currency, like we also have Tron. You bought it? Paise wala hai. Yeah. So, so how much it costed?
It's decreasing
day by day.
Day by day.
So it hurts, right?
But
so how much you have invested?
I'm not
Okay.
changing the airdrops into Ethereums.
Nice. So there are some people who have invested 10 lakh rupees. So day by day when Bitcoin is going down, it hurts, right? The thing is, virtual currency is there. It's like a bubble now. Maybe someday it will be a real proof. And the moment you start using virtual currency, you will string real currency. Like nowadays, we are using more of Paytm than real cash, right? And trust me, you should use cash. Feel the cash. You will feel the money, right? Online, you don't feel money. You suffer. Oh, it was of 3,000, right? But when you give real cash, you can feel it, right? Real cash is going. Say it will be all virtual. You cannot even feel it, right? It may replace the real currency. It may, okay? That's a big question. Now, there are people who in big virtual currency like Bill Gates, Warren Buffett? You know why? Because they are rich because of real currency. The moment virtual currency, so you will be like Bill Gates, right? So they are against it. So I'm not in support of virtual currency. That's fine. Even if it comes, I'm okay. Doesn't come, that's okay. What I'm excited about is behind Bitcoin is blockchain, right? Blockchain is changing the banking industry. Banking industry, other industry will also adopt it, right? Now, I don't know if you have heard about this, Bank of Baroda. Yes. They started hiring blockchain officers. I know that sounds weird, right? We are professionals, right? Yes. So they should say we are hiring blockchain professionals, but Bank of Baroda saying officers because officers, right? I'm a Java officer. Yeah. Anyway, anyone work for Bank of Baroda here? Nothing personal. Yeah, great. ICICI is the first bank in India who implemented blockchain. But I counted. Yeah, so I have my account in ICICI just because they have it's not that since I have an account, I am implementing blockchain. It's just that they are implementing blockchain. That's why last month I see how they're implementing it. Abhi tak 1 year ago, it is in the process. I want to see how it works. My first option was HDFC to get the new account, but then I went to ICICI just because I want to see how they will implement it. So that I can, yeah, that's how I learn. I teach. Best way to learn something new, right? Yeah. So blockchain is changing banking industry. It started with the US. A lot of big banks in US just started implementing blockchain. India always follows. So let's do it. So now in Indian companies as well, you have blockchain. We do have a lot of vacancies. The only problem is we don't have people. We have a less number of people who know blockchain in India. I want to learn blockchain from, let's say, last 8 months. How much I have learned? Okay, we have different excuses. I don't have enough time, right? Resources, where to learn. We don't have enough money to pay. But see, it is changing, right? The blockchain is something which will change. It will change. It will bank balance. I mean, not from here to here. Right? So if you are a blockchain officer, you will earn a lot, right? The only thing is we give a lot of excuses. But why blockchain is so important? Why only one of the other companies? Sorry? It's because it is more secure. See, for a bank, what is more important is customer data and their bank balance. Right? Let's say if SBI says we lost all your data. Right? Can you imagine? Imagine you have 5 lakh of fixed deposit. Imagine. Yeah. What if you have a lot of deposit or you have done a lot of bank balance in SBI and suddenly SBI says, hey, we lost all your data. What will be your response? You'll be happy. You know, what was the 5 lakh rupees, right? Right? So you can say anything you want. So it's a loss for bank as well. Making sense? Yes. And that's why they want to protect their data. They want multiple backups. Right? They can implement now. Now what is blockchain basically? You know linked list, right, everyone? Yes. Yeah, so we have nodes and all the nodes are connected, right? So we have the first node, we have second node, we have third node, and then they are connected. Make sense? So if you want to navigate to the 5th node, what you will do? You will start from first. Then you will say next, next, next. That's what we do, right? And trust me, everyone have done that in their college. We have this amazing subject, data structures. Kisne nahi kiya, who have not, your electronics here? Acha, who don't know about linked list here? Okay, only 1, 2, no linked list?
Starting, sir.
Second year? Okay. Okay. So we have a concept of linked list, which simply means we have all the data. They are not stored in array format, because in array what we use? Index numbers, right? 0, 1. But we don't want to use index numbers. We use linked list. So every node will be previous node. So if I want to reach here, I will say, who is your next? This guy. Who is your next? This guy. Who is your next? Point anywhere. That's fine. So I want to reach an event. Making sense? In index of 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. So which is easier? Index, right? But there's one problem with array. In between. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay? Now we got someone index number 3 is you. Now what will happen? We have to change all this data. Waste of time, right? And that's where we use linked list. So every node will know there, or every node will know there. We can also reverse it. We have double linked list. We can go from here, we can go from there. Now blockchain is reverse linked list. Okay, knows about the previous. Okay, now as well, but every node is dependent on the previous node. So how it works? Let's say we have first node. So let's say you. Okay, and then we have you. So first node, second node, third node, fourth, fifth, and sixth. So let's say we have the 6 nodes here. Making sense? Yes. Okay, now on all those 6 nodes, I have some data. So let's say the number 55, 66, 77, 88, 99, 11. Okay? So you know your numbers now? Yes. Watch, I will change this data. Would you know data change UI? I'm only changing this node, right? Yes. Do you know that? Okay. Do you know that data change UI? No, what we do here is we can implement blockchain. In blockchain, so every block will have a data about the previous block, data, hash code. So what is hashing? Let's say if you have 5 GB of data, you will hash it to get a KB of data. It will only have a key. Example, for your body, your fingerprint. So for the entire body, your fingerprint is your hash. If you change, it will change. Imagine you have a scenario. Your fingerprint will change. The moment you shave, your fingerprint will change. The moment you change your dress, your fingerprint will change. Making sense? Yes. So here, if you say 55, right? Yes. Your hash, so your body will be hashed. It's a different concept. It's in cryptography we have thing, right? If you don't know cryptography, that's fine. Go to YouTube, search for Telusko, right? And search for cryptography. If you don't get that video, that's fine. Subscribe to the channel and watch some other video. Yeah. So, is it natural or? Oh, okay. Yeah. So I was talking about 55. So 55 is 66 and 7 hash value stored where? Here. Now in future, if I change this node, if I say okay, so I will corrupt this data from 66, I will make it, let's say 65. The moment you change data, it will change the hash. You have to change hash where? Then this machine, this node. If you change this hash, you're changing the entire object. So things, khud ka body plus value and previous hash. Everything will be combined to get a new hash, which will be stored on the next block. Making sense? Yes. Now since you are changing this data, it will change this hash. This hash changes will change iska hash. You're getting me right? Yes. It will, if you note, it will affect all the other nodes. Making sense? Yes. So we want to make sure that data change na ho. Example, we have this concept of immutability. What it means? Data should not be changed, right? And that's where we got this concept of blockchain. Once you store data, it will not be changed. Even if you change, everyone will know that you have changed it. Especially with banks. If someone hacks, now you know there is a change because every other node will change. Making sense? Yes, right? Then we also have a concept, we can also implement that in government. You know, we have a lot of issues going on in government, corruptions, right? See, all this data are stored in somewhere, okay? So let's say if there are some contractor who have taken this contract of, let's say, building a bridge here. If they quoted, let's say, 25 crores, they will invest only 10 crores, baki 15 crores. See, we don't have issue if they are eating money. We have issue when they are eating more money than they are using it. So let's say the corruption is, let's say the project is for 25 crores, they are using 23 crores, they are getting something. But if it happens reverse? There is no bridge. But there is only campaigns, 2 crores ka. Right? We are building a bridge, The 10 years, we are building a bridge. That's where the problem starts, right? You are against of it. You want to go against of that politician, what you will do? You will file the RTI. Right? Now what do you think? Can they change RTI data? You can file a query, hacker, tuck, right? So data can change in normal database. What about blockchain? No one. Or politicians, no one can change blockchain data. And that's why blockchain is getting so famous. There are some other features as well, but this is the main core. Once you store data, no one can change it. It's something like history is preserved. No one can change it. Not even Congress. So yeah, so let's, nothing personal. So where was I was talking about? Yeah, blockchain. Industry is changing, of course, all these different companies, they will be starting implementing blockchain. If you want to get into industry now, the best way is blockchain, right? So learn blockchain, there's a sure job for you. If you're doing that in next 2 months, because after that, there will be equal demand. Now we have huge demand, less supply. Now since I'm talking about this to a lot of people, not just me, there are different professionals, they're talking about blockchain. Everyone is knowing about blockchain, they're learning blockchain. If they learn before you, then you're gone. Again, you become a part of the mass. Right? It's dependent upon you. You want to be a Virat Kohli, or you want to be someone to get into Indian team. Making sense? Only best people will be in the part of top 11. Making sense? Yes. So learn blockchain now or never. Learn it after 1 year. No, you. Yes? Yes? Same goes with AI. If you want to rock, learn now. So when I say now, you're waiting for your bus, search for the course online. Buy it if it is available for any amount. Because if you're investing in that, right? Also read the reviews first. Reviews are good, buy it. There's no course which is of waste of money or waste of time. It's dependent upon you, how you take it. Available for free on YouTube, go ahead, watch it. Making sense? Yes. That's about blockchain. If you don't want to go for AI or blockchain, let's go for some stable one, which every industry uses nowadays, is AWS. Not just AWS, cloud computing. Right? Clouds are everywhere, right? You know why clouds are so famous? Not just storing, computing. Because storing data has been old now. It was the year 2008, 2009 when cloud was very famous because of storage. Now cloud is famous because of computing power. Okay, let me give you an example. 4 years back, there was an ad from Intex. So I was reading Mumbai Mirror newspaper, and then on the 3rd or 4th page, the text. Normally I skip ads. That's what we all do, YouTube or newspaper. The moment you see ad, skip. The moment on YouTube you see ad, you say skip. But for Telusko learning, what you should do? Wait, ad. You can learn from ad as well. Yeah? Yeah, Telusko Zindabad. So we skip ad, right? But then that ad attracted me because it was, so the sentence was, this first, it hurts, you know. You bought an iPhone by paying 55,000 rupees, and this phone of only 4,000 rupees says faster than iPhone. It iPhone wala. He went. Anyone with iPhone here? How it feels? It hurts, right? So, you know, iPhone people, we have this ego issue. You can never say my iPhone is better than iPhone. Even if you use high-end phone, doesn't matter. iPhone is iPhone. If you ask them what's the best, you know, what are the features or why you think it's the best phone, they say iPhone, right? Do you have anything why my phone is better? I mean, your phone is better than my phone? Yeah, that's a user experience, right? The feel you get, you know. If you want to get into industry, don't be any other phone, but be an iPhone. Your company should feel prestigious by looking at you. You know, wow. Right. It doesn't matter how much you know, right? We have discussed about this in the first session as well. It doesn't matter how much you know. What is matter is how much you show, right? iPhone is all about show off. It works, okay? It works. It works amazingly. I'm an iPhone user from last 2 years. It works, right? It's awesome display, awesome processing power, and the feel you get. It's all about that feel. It's not about configuration, right? This phone has, let's say, 6 GB RAM. iPhone has 2 GB RAM. Doesn't matter. It works well. Who needs 6 GB RAM, right? What is important is it should feel good. You want to take out your phone more often, right? That's iPhone. So if you're working for a company, you should be iPhone. Doesn't matter how much you know. You should know stuff, but also important is show off. And that's where your communication knowledge comes. You should be very good with communication. That's how you know that. iPhone users. Yeah. Come back. I was talking about? So Intex phone. So that phone says it is faster than iPhone. What do you think faster? Is it because of configuration? Say the iPhone was iPhone 6. Yeah, iPhone 5s. Right? Now iPhone 5s has some processing power. Compare that phone with S4. Samsung S4. Yes? Everyone knows Samsung S4, right? Yes. One of my favorite phone. So it has a good processing power. 2 GB RAM, right? It was having quad-core CPU, Exynos, right? And 16 GB internal storage, is it? Somewhere there. That phone, Intex phone, the configuration, Samsung was 2 GB. That phone, 512 MB RAM. Single core CPU. 4 GB internal storage. Faster than iPhone. You know why? Why you need 1 GB RAM? Or why do you need 2 GB RAM? Because the processing will happen on phone. Every time you edit a video. So let's say if you are taking a video shot here and then you are rendering it, editing it. It takes 5 minutes for complete export. If you take a video, if you do some editing, and if you export, it takes 5 minutes. On iPhone, that phone will do it in 1 minute. Because computing is not happening on that phone. Computing is happening on the server. So we have a supercomputer. This phone is connected with the computer. The moment you record a video, the video goes on the server, happen there in 1 minute, and you will get the response. That's where cloud computing comes into the picture. It's not just about storage, it's also about computing. What is cloud? It's nothing, it's not magic. The moment you say done, it's not magic, right? There's some servers there. It's just that we don't know where it is. You know, bachpan mein we used to see, where is God? And then thanks to Ramayana and Mahabharata, where we always imagine God on clouds, right? You know, last month I came by, right? I was searching for them. So that's how they teach you, right? God clouds, right? It's everywhere. You're a God for me. I'm a God for you. So humans are God. Right? Mobile phone is a God. We make sure that usko scratch na aaye. Yeah. So everything is God, right? So we believe in that. The main important point here is, since when we don't know where the stuff is, we say cloud. The same goes for cloud computing. But then people will ask, where is the server? Cloud. We also call them as cloud because we connect multiple servers, not just one server. So it becomes a cloud of servers. Making sense?
Yes, sir.
Everyone?
Yes.
Now, one of the biggest players in cloud computing is, so let me repeat, it's not storage only, okay? It's also about computing. Storage is very easy, okay? We have Dropbox, we have Google Drive, store it. It's not that difficult. The computing is very important. If I want to build my own website, if I don't have my own server, I will use cloud servers. Processing will be done on cloud servers. I don't have to worry about backups. I don't have to worry about load balancing. Let's say now if I'm getting only 5 requests per hour, maybe after getting famous, let's say if you go out to your college and if you share my profile pic with you on Facebook, I will get more traction, right? The moment we get, let's say, 1,000 subscribers or 1,000 subscribers per hour, right? So my server should handle it. I don't have to worry about that. Who will worry about that? Cloud server. Making sense? Yes. Okay, so one of the biggest players for cloud now is, right? See, Google is master everywhere, right? Google is capturing all the market except cloud. For cloud, it is Amazon, AWS. Google is in picture because of GCP, Google Cloud Products, right? Then we have OpenShift from Red Hat. We also have Microsoft Azure. Some people call it as Azure. Microsoft Azure. So we have Microsoft owns cloud computing, which is Azure, AWS, OpenShift, Google's GCP, Google Cloud Products, Pega. It was you who typed the chat session yesterday? It was you. About Pega. What's your name? Oh, you are Prahlad. Okay. So someone asked about Pega as well in the yesterday's chat session, but then no idea. Pega. So okay, yeah.
Google was giving some cloud computing power from 2017. They are processing units and
They are putting it
custom hardware for machine learning.
for machine learning.
Yeah.
AWS is doing from a long time.
Yeah. So they're recently coming into the picture, offering it to universities to do their projects.
Oh, that's awesome. This is important, I feel Indian got less than Google here. So Google, Microsoft, they are providing a lot of service to universities. Microsoft did that with engineering syllabus as well. They made .NET compulsory than Java in year 2000 when Microsoft came into picture. But anyway, so Google is doing that. That's great. So need to search about that.
In India is starting. They just put up some temporary prototypes. They improved it this year, and they've been showing progress.
Nice.
They have shown people who are able.
And it's free, right?
Yeah. Anybody seen news on email sensing technologies? You sit in a scanner and everybody goes through the end classes here. So they'll take a photo or take an image like this using these processors, and then gives you the chance.
Will be helpful for me as well.
Guy in Afghanistan, he wrote code for it. He was studying in the US, learned about this cloud computing project.
So please explore. So what we should search? Google.
It's basically cloud computing. You can search for Google cloud computing.
Okay, do search it. It's very important. So if Google is doing, of course, they will be building something big. That's great. Thank you.
The number was huge. Like one server was doing around 11.2 petaflops.
Okay, so we need huge processing power for that. Nice. I cannot move this. Thank you so much. Next time we will not sit in front row. Where was I? So Amazon being a leader in cloud computing, AWS, which is used by most of the companies, right? Who are only linked with Microsoft services, and they are going for Azure. Linked with Amazon services, the AWS. Some companies are linked with Google services, so they are going for GCP. So Amazon have two advantages. The first one, they have a tie with companies, and second advantage, start up towards AWS. Thanks to their free model thing. Amazon services, you will get 1 year free service, but not big tiers, small tiers, just for experiment. But if you really want to build a business, then of course you have to pay. The advantage which they give you is not just Amazon, everyone is pay per use. Earlier if you want to have your own startup, you have to do a lot of investment. You have to visit a lot of investors. You have to talk to your family. If they want to support, they will say no. So the other thing, you have to sell your kidney to get a server. But now you don't have to do that. You will get free service from Amazon. The moment you feel you are scaling up, that's when you have to pay. And of course, when you're scaling up, if you're earning, why not pay for it? Right? That's a cloud computing model which we are using. Not just startups, but industry as well. I've seen a lot of big companies, they are using cloud services. They have their plus. They have public servers. You heard about hybrid servers? Hybrid servers means we have a private server from the company. They have their own private servers. Example, let's say, okay, and this bank want to store data. They will not trust Amazon. Your customer data, they cannot give to Amazon. Internal purpose. Amazon server. So their private server is connected with Amazon public server. And they're connected with the help of hybrid servers. Making sense? So a lot of companies are doing that as well. Because they cannot invest much in cloud servers, that's why they are going for private server. Small private servers and big public servers. Making sense? The same thing happened with Flipkart. If you remember 2016, the Big Billion Day, 6th October or something. Remember Big Billion Day? Morning 8 a.m. It was 16 GB RAM 16 GB pen drive for 1 rupee. Because everyone was knowing about it. Big Billion Day. No one was knowing that they will sell pen drive for 1 rupee. People got excited. It was out of stock in 1 second. People were excited every time they were going online to check. Do we have next offer? Right? When I was one of them. So 12 p.m. the server got down. It was for 1 hour, the server was down. What went wrong with them? The request properly. If they could have used AWS flexible service, we have a concept of load balance, elastic cloud computing. You can expand your servers on the go. The moment you feel you are getting new requests, you can expand your servers, like in 1 second. That's not the case with other services. Now they are doing it, but Amazon was the first one to do it. Right? And that's why a lot of companies are using AWS. And that's one way you can get into industry now. Learn AWS, learn cloud computing, and get into industry. Plus, we have DevOps culture. Right? A lot of companies, they are moving from normal way of working on software development to DevOps. You know what DevOps means? Anyone working as a DevOps developer here? Or DevOps person? Learning. Anyone else?
Some tools are working. DevOps, Git,
yeah, so we have concept of Git, right? We have Git, we have Jenkins, Docker, right? It's a pipeline for DevOps. So DevOps is not a technology, it's a culture. Some company uses it, some company don't use it. So the problem was, you have a development team, code, right? Then we have testing team. What is their job? Test. Tactical testing, but also the user experience, right? Which we say QA. We have to make sure that software has quality by putting data from the wrong side or doing some weird stuff. Monkey testing. You know what monkey testing means? When you build a software and when you test it by yourself, you know how it works. You give proper inputs. You click on proper button. You give your software to someone else to test. They don't know how it works. They will click here, they will click here, they will click here, and that's where you will get errors. We don't do that because we feel it is my software, right? It will work. Right? We have that confidence. But then you have to also test. That's a job of QA team. And then we have the other team, which is operation teams. What their job is to deploy your product on production server. Because where you will make software on your machine. They got development environment. So we have dev environment and we have prod environment. Prod is something where we have productions, main server. You there with me, everyone? So when you code a server, which is development, making sense? Okay, so when you what you're doing, basically writing the software and the software will go, then from there it will go to operations, and they will push it. It takes time, you know. Oh, my pleasure, my pleasure. You know, this is my motivation. Every time someone says, we got the job because of you, or maybe we cleared the exam, it feels good, you know. It's amazing to. So thank you so much for at least letting me know. And thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Please have a seat. You are my prime customer now. Yeah, great. In fact, let me share one more incident with you. So this is why, okay, this is something which is happening now because of Meetup. So I'm getting to know that, you know, people are really learning from my videos. And when I started this channel, I'm helping, okay, people will learn from company to my home, okay. So it was a public, full crowded AC bus, full crowded, okay. So there was no sound coming from outside. It was sealed, right? I was watching movie. I don't normally watch movies in bus because I have motion sickness. But on that day, it was my last day of training. Okay, so I thought, okay, it's done now. So I will watch a movie. So I was watching a movie on phone, and suddenly there was a guy, was okay, and then I was standing there. There was a guy sitting on the second row, and he was like, consider looking at me. It was a different, we have this chair where people know you. It was a different way of looking at me. Okay. So I get scared, you know, what will happen now, right? It's not just women who feel insecure, confirming, because normally on videos, it's different, right? So it's confirming the same guy, same guy. And everyone in the bus was like, who's this guy? Who's this guy? You know? So that was my first interaction where someone showed that, so he was actually not staring at me, he was verifying, is it the same guy, right? So I felt good. You know, I was very happy. Interaction. I see that news, you know, someone like you coming and saying it helped, I feel good. And platform, the only motivation is this push. Where was I talking about? DevOps. You're waiting for DevOps, right? You know, she came DevOps.
No, AWS.
Oh yeah, AWS. I was talking about, so we have development and code, QA, and then we have, so what happens, let's say this is Thursday, and you're working on a project. Now this project will be completed by, okay, so you have done with a feature, and then you will push this feature on your server to test, and it works. And for us, it should work on your machine. And we give this excuse. Your project to your teacher, they will check your project, they will say it's not working. What you will say? It works on my machine, right? So when you write a software, you write on your own machine, right? It works. The moment you give that software to QA, and let's say QA is testing the product on Friday afternoon, if it is good, your code will be pushed on production. If you're not lucky, they will say, okay, we have these bugs. Now you have two choices. You can complete it by Friday evening, or you have to come weekend as well. And who loves to go on weekend? No one, right? If you're not lucky. But if you are worse, the most unlucky person in the world, what if your software works? What if QA says it is passed? Your code goes to production server Friday on production. You can do it. It is on production server, right? And then they will say, come on, week. So one gap between development environment, QA, and production. We want them to work together. Because we have one more thing, which is Agile, right? In Agile, we have a group of 6 people working together, 6 to 8 people, right? Anyone working in the industry now? Do you or no? You are? You have your own company using Agile? So you are working for? Ignore. You're not supposed to say on live the company name. But it's a company policy, right? If you're okay with yes. Doesn't matter, right? So you are using Agile there? Great. So when you talk about Agile, what we have is, first of all, we have stand-up meet every morning, right? So do you do stand-up meet every morning? Great. That's an amazing thing, right? That morning you have to go there, you have to meet with 6 people, you have to do stand-up meet. So you will discuss what you did in the last day, what you're going to do today, and if you have any challenges. Only three to four questions, and then you can go. Not more than 15 minutes. It's not meeting, okay? Meeting, go there in the conference table, we sit there just by looking at their faces, right? In stand-up meeting, why it is stand-up? Because you will not waste much time. Because when you're sitting, you feel relaxed. Your brain slows down. When you're standing, you're good to go. Making sense? Now, Agile says you don't have to put at once. Build small modules and push. So if you want to build entire Amazon.com, don't do it entire Amazon.com in 1 week. Possible in 1 week. Let's say you say 2 years. So you cannot ask your client to wait for 2 years. What you will say, don't worry, we will give you important features first. So every 2 weeks, we will give you some features. So first 2 weeks, we will give you product listing. After 2 weeks, we will give you a person can buy. After 2 weeks, we will give you add to cart option. After 2 weeks, option. So every 2 weeks, you're giving new features. At the end of 2 years, the advantage is they can make the project live anytime they want. They listing, we got products, people can buy. There's no search option, that's fine. At least we can ask them to buy. Making sense? So they can make the project live in 2 months. They don't have to wait for 2 years. Next things, customer don't even know what they want. They have something in their mind, but they don't know how to convince or how to put that into words. Even you don't know what they want. So what you will do, whatever you have understood, you will make that into a software, a working model, and you will show it to them. This is what you want. If they say yes, go ahead. If they say no, we want few changes, modify it. If they say no, this is not what they want, again you have to rebuild. But you're not wasting your 2 years, you're wasting only 2 weeks. Is it making sense? Yes. Now in Agile, every 2 weeks, right? So you're doing that cycle every 2 weeks. So these people, the operation teams and development team work together, they call it as DevOps. Together. Okay? The moment you make a project, in fact, everyone is everything. As a developer, you are responsible for it. So there is no operation person or developer. Everyone is developer, everyone is operation person. Or what do you call operators? No. It sounds weird, right? You got the point, right? And we got operation people, they work together. But everyone is developer and everyone is operation team. Like all rounders. Everyone is Jack Collins. Makes sense, right? Yes? Yes. So let's say someone is missing. Let's say he's not well. What you will do? You have someone else who can work. That's not the case we have separate people. If there's an operation team which is not present, developer cannot do that because we are not trained to do that. But now with Agile, everyone will do everything. It is easy to replace. In fact, in some companies, they ask employees to stay away from company for 1 week. Compulsory 1 week leave. You know why? Just to see how dependent the company is on that person. If this person is absent for 1 week, how it is affecting the project. If it is affecting a lot, then there is something wrong with the project people. The same thing should be done with your college project as well, right? Right? In a 4th year, if you make sure one person stays at home for 1 week. Let's see how the progress is going on. We can try that. This is how Agile works, So I love this model of Agile, DevOps environment. And it is quite flexible. You can change the way you want. It's not a technology. It's a philosophy. You can modify a bit as per your requirement. And that's what every company is doing now. They have their own Agile versions. They don't call it as Agile versions, but then they have their own way of working with Agile. Making sense? Into picture. And DevOps has a huge demand now because they want people who can do everything from development to business. And the amazing thing is, build a project. You will not push your project, maybe let's say once in a week. Normally that's what we do, right? You push your project a Google Drive. That's what we do. Poor programmers. You know, when I was in my college, I used to share files using mails. So when you work on a college project, what you do? There are two people working. How will you share files? Email, right? Or more of you can go for Dropbox and you feel you are scientist. Wow, you know, he's pushing a file to Dropbox, I'm pushing the file to Dropbox, syncing is done automatically. Right? That's not what we should be doing. We should be using Git. Right? Two people working on the project, you have to push in a week. The idea is at least 2 times per day. The moment you push on the GitHub, the advantage is the moment you can automate the entire stuff. Testing, QA test, deployment, everything. You can automate the entire stack with the help of Jenkins. You can automate everything. Companies making sense? Questions here? Yeah.
We are at DevOps interview.
Machine should be?
AWS.
Oh yeah, so if you are going for DevOps job, they are asking you for AWS as well. Because that's necessary, right? Because if you are deploying,
They are asking only AWS.
they have a own cloud service, or in the interview there?
Interview.
In the interview, right? Yeah, so if you are going for DevOps, they ask you for AWS as well. For 2 reasons. First, why AWS, why not other products? Because AWS is more famous than other products. Maybe they might ask you about Azure if they are totally dependent on Microsoft products. But for AWS. The second reason, DevOps is just a philosophy, right? Example, if you say you have worked on DevOps, what you have done? I know how to code in PHP. I also know how to push the project on GitHub. I also know how to Jenkins. But and where it will be deployed? Somewhere, right? Server everyone uses nowadays is cloud service, and that's where AWS comes into picture. So you will build the entire platform and it will be deployed on AWS. In fact, I would suggest you to watch my AWS. I do have AWS videos to dikhte nahi hai, it is hidden somewhere. And so like my videos, if you go to YouTube and search for Java videos, my video might come up at the first. But if you search for AWS, my video might not come in first. So what you do is, whenever you want to search something, type Telusko and the technology. If you're lucky, you will get it. You will get some better video. So first, search for my video. If you want to search for my video, go for Telusko technology. So I do have AWS videos. In fact, for repo, what we use? GitHub, right? Yes. Everyone? Yes. For pipeline, what we use? Jenkins, right? AWS have their own. You heard about Amazon CoStar? Yeah. So I have an entire series on that. So you can build a project and you just have to push, not using GitHub, not on GitHub, not on Jenkins. You can use this one, CodeStar, and with the help of code build. We have, I forgot the names. Code deploy, and then we have one more. We have watch my video. I will also watch my own video. That's what I do, okay? So just a secret. What I do is, when I learn something new, see, our brain is like a RAM, right? If you learn something new, it goes into your RAM. After some days, that's how we are built. 10 to 12 languages, programming languages. I have this habit of learning new languages every time. So I learned Kotlin, I learned Java, C, C++, PHP. You just name the language, I might have learned it. Except Ruby on Rails, I tried everything. Ruby on Rails because I was just about to start it, but then I got busy with something else. So I have this habit of learning a language. Not completely, but at least I can work on that. When I learned PHP, now I don't know PHP, okay? I forgot all the concepts. When I learned Scala, what I did? I made the videos. Now I don't know Scala. I will watch my own video, right? It's like Inception. It's good, you know. So it's like when you learn something new, you take down notes. I don't do that. What I do, so that's my notes. You can try it out. Learn some own channel. We don't have. I can take risk. I cannot do that with Telusko learnings, right? What if people don't like it? Unsubscribe, unsubscribe, dislike, dislike. It hurts, you know. Every time I say dislike, it hurts here. It should not. Right? It hurts. How will you feel if I say I don't like your hairs? You will feel bad, right? Saying that anyway. So I was talking about what? DevOps. So AWS is a mandatory thing there because DevOps is just a concept. The implementation is AWS. It can also be Azure. It can also be Google Cloud Services, but depend upon which company you go for it. So most of the companies, they use AWS. In fact, the companies I have visited till now, they all use AWS. Maybe company who uses Azure, they don't call me. Because companies who are working with Azure, they are using .NET. They are using C#. My field is Java. So companies who are implementing Java, they will use AWS. That's the thing. So it's not that they don't use Azure. It's just that companies who use Azure, they don't call me. So Azure is also famous. In fact, you know, all this technology you can learn free from their own website. If you want to learn about AWS, just go to aws.com and AWS jo bhi hai, and you will learn the concepts. They have their own tutorials. You know how I learn stuff? Same thing, documentation. So whatever new technology we have, I know it's tough. It takes time to understand that, but once you get the grasp of it, it's follow every step. It's just the initial part which you feel difficult, but the moment you get very easy after that. Okay, so documentation, they will be having their own official videos, maybe books, right? Don't go for, okay, nowadays, some reason, technology is getting outdated very fast. Like we have Java, okay, we will talk about Java as well. Java is changing very fast, right? 8 books of no use, right? We have Java 10. In September, we are getting Java 11, right? Now you will say, hey, I know, you know, Oracle will slap you. Hey, take Java 11 now, right? What was I talking about? Any question to this point? Anyone? Okay, now let's move towards Java, future of Java. How many of you want to know about future of Java? Of course, everyone, right? Because the primary subscribers I have is Java. In fact, when I started making Python videos, I was not getting enough views. You know why? Because all my people are Java people, right? Suddenly they start Python. Why? I don't want to watch it, right? So that's the reason, because the subscriber count we have on Telusko Learning is more of Java people. Yes, if I start with something Java 10, maybe I will get more views. I never decided what Java 10 is. And then I feel they don't have promoting. Other YouTubers promote different technology. Like some people are promoting JavaScript. Some people are saying JavaScript is best. Some people are saying C++ is best. Some people are saying PHP is best. Some people are saying Python is best. And then there was this channel, Telusko Learning, says Java is best. You know, I was the only one saying Java is best. Java is best. Suddenly, Telusko Learning says Python is best. You can imagine those people working in Java, they felt something here, right? In fact, I got comments as well. Some comments were like, "Oh, finally you shifted to Python, huh? Yeah, right." I mean, they have written it, okay, but I can feel that. Because a lot of people were saying me, you know, you should learn Python, you should teach Python. I was like, I don't have enough time to teach Python. But then I shifted to Python. Now, I have not shifted to Python just because Java don't have a future. Java has a very good future. It's just that the new technologies which is coming in the market, like AI, machine learning, they require Python. Now we got one more question. Can we do machine learning using Java? We can. It's not we cannot. We can. Can we do Android programming with Python? We can. Python everywhere. Doesn't Android. We can use Python for as well. But is Java efficient for Android? Yes. Is Kotlin efficient for Android? Yes. Is Python efficient for Android? No. But we can do it. Can we do machine learning using Java? Yes. Is it efficient? That's the question. Now, when you say efficiency, it's not just about the language speed or something. It's about the community we have. See, no one builds machine learning from scratch. So let's say you are building your own machine learning stuff. You from scratch. You will use some existing libraries. So let's say you will use Google something yours. Making sense? Let's say I don't choice. If I come to, let's say, native place in Andhra, sorry, don't take it personally. Yeah. So what you do is you have to speak Telugu, right? Or maybe if I go to Tamil Nadu, I have to speak Tamil, right? So I will go there and then I don't know how to speak Tamil. So what I'll do is I will use my phone. I will use Google Translate. But maybe this guy says, hey, you don't use Google, use my phone. My app is better than Google. What he's doing is doing some good animations to it. That's it. The backend technology is still Google search engine or Google Translate. Making sense? So you can use Google Translate API and you can have your own services. Making sense? Yes. And that's the picture. If you have huge community, you have huge number of libraries. So when it comes to libraries available for Python, not for Java. And that's why people are going for Python. It's bad. It's just that we don't have much libraries available. It's all about Java. The moment you get into big companies, the first requisite they have is, do you know Java? That's it. They might not ask you about Python. Not sure about Java. Doesn't matter if they're using Java or not. Java is becoming the way of testing people. Do you know Java? That's it. Java is not a luxury now, it's a necessity. You should know Java. Apart from others things, you should know. Now, Java future was under, risk in 2012. That came into picture, aiming towards Scala. So people were moving from Java to Scala. I was one of them. I started learning Scala at that point just to, be in the race. It's a rat race, right? You need to be first one in the industry. So I started learning Scala. And because why? Because for big data, functional programming makes much more sense. Now I know what the question is programming. How many of you know about functional programming? No? Acha, procedure-oriented programming. OOPS. Yeah. So we have a concept of OOPS, which is object-oriented programming. Then we have a concept of procedure-oriented programming, and then we have a concept of functional programming, right? C is purely procedure, right? You have to do whatever you write procedures. And we were happy. Till 1970s, everyone was happy with procedures. And suddenly, someone says are bad, because in real world, we should be using objects. So we got a concept of OOPS. C, the best concept was OOPS. Let's merge it. And that's why we got C with classes. C with classes. That was the first name. Later on, they felt, naam acha nahi hai. Let's change it. And they got the new name as C++, the iteration of C. So C++ is C with, right? And then we got, so in 1995, when Java came into picture, they wanted platform independence, right? So in year 2012, when big data came into picture, they wanted to work with functional. Now, functional simply means you have to work with, you should be passing functions to a function. Example, in POP, we pass values to a function, right? We pass variables in a function. In OOPS, we pass objects to the function, right? We pass objects, right? In functional programming, you pass functions to a function, of mathematical functions. It's also about immutability. Okay, we don't have much time to talk about it, but we have also concept of why immutability is better than mutability. Or let's take 2 minutes. How many of you mutation means, right? Mutation, changing values, right? Do you think change is good?
Yes.
Of course, right? That's why we create variables. Do you think threads are good? Threads, multi-threading. Yes. Do you think multiple threads changing same value is good? It makes your system inconsistent. Don't you think? Can we avoid multi-threading? No. We have multiple cores, right, in a CPU. It is. What about can we make? It's getting reconnected or what? Geo. Yeah. Sunny, how many viewers we have? 21. That's fine. I was talking about. Sorry, which one? Mutability, right? So mutability is bad when it comes to multi-threading. And that's why in some programming languages like Python, we provide more of immutability. Don't change data, but you should get the output as well. Making sense? Example, let's say if I give you 10 values, you have to give me 5 values out of it. So if I give you 10 values, you have to give 5 odd numbers, or you have to give all the odd numbers. So what you will do, you will change the same list, or you will create new list and give it to me. If you change the same list, you are doing mutation, which is not good. Maybe some other threads are using it. Making sense? So you will create a new list and you will give it to me. That is what functions do in functional programming. Yes? Scala is functional programming. I mean, Scala supports OOPS. Scala supports functional programming. Java was only OOPS. And that's why people were going for Scala. And then suddenly in 2014, we got Java 8, Lambdas, Stream API. Heard about Stream API, right? No? So learning, search, and watch the series. I feel it's one of the best series for Java 8 at that point. I don't know about new now. We might be having good tutorials as well. So you will understand what is Lambda expression, what is Stream API. That was functional programming. Now Java does support functional programming. What about Python? Python was created for functional programming. Making sense? Yes. So Java is changing. Okay, so we got Java 9. Now Java 9 says modularity. Instead of creating one big software, create small reusable modules, which is needed. Then Java 10, we got some new features which I don't know. Right, because I've not upgraded to Java 10 yet. In September, we are getting Java 11. This is the first time Java is changing so fast, because Oracle has promised they will release a new version of Java every 6 months. Because earlier Java was changing every 2 years, 3 years, and just to compete with the industry now, Java is changing every 6 months. Advantage, you will get new features every 6 months. Drawback, you have to upgrade yourself every 6 months. But the thing is, if you know Java 10, it's easy to learn Java 11. But yeah, if you have learned Java 7 and now Java 11 is coming, then you might feel uncomfortable. So go step by step. First learn Java 8, learn Java 9, and then Java 10. That's how you go. Making sense? Yes, sir. Java has a good future, okay? So Java was here, Java will be there. It will not go anywhere. It might also go up. The moment you have blockchain adoption, because blockchain is now currently using Java, maybe they will, some other technology will also use Java now in future. Java may go up. The only thing is AI is the only field where Java is not able to make an impact. Making sense? Yes. You can imagine IBM and Apple. So you can imagine new technologies are like Apple, and Java is like IBM now. It's there. Okay, it's there for other products. It's not for consumer market. It's more towards industry market, right? What about Apple? Consumer market, right? There's so many people promoting Python. That's why no one is promoting Java. But don't. So we are like Java Zindabad. Yeah. Okay. So since we are running out of time, we'll talk about how to improve programming skills. Okay. Do we have any question till this now before going ahead? Everyone got? Yes. Questions, sir. Huh? So what's the question? Do you want to know about future scope of SQL? Data science, right? Oh yeah, data science. We were supposed to talk about that. See, data science, we have talked about Hadoop, right? We want to generate graphs. So who is responsible for that? Who will understand data? See, it's not, right? We have ocean of data. You want to make sense of, you need graphs. Making sense? And that's where data science comes into of AI, where you're more towards data, you're more towards creating sense out of it. So we're using some scientific, not scientific, but then technical stuff to come up with sense in data, right? Now, SQL is the primary source of data, right? The way you can fetch data is SQL. Yes, we have NoSQL databases, right? We have temporary databases as well, but SQL will be there till this point. We have relational databases, not going anywhere. So when it comes to SQL, it's there. See, the only thing is the same thing. SQL is there, SQL will be there. The other technologies are overtaking it. Like we have NoSQL, like we have temporary database, we have SQLite, where we have Firebase, cloud storage, right? So SQL, we also use SQL there. It's just that it's there. You don't know in a part we should know. Question?
No, sir, you have to make a career in SQL. You have to choose another.
Like?
Do we have to?
No, you don't have to. See, if you want to do SQL, do SQL. You're in college right now, or you're working for some company?
I'm present, sir. Although.
Step one, at this point, if you are interested in SQL, do that. Join the company. Understand what your company is doing. Right? There are different parts. Okay, example, you might like administration. You might want to work with the way you fetch data. Maybe you want to work with the way you go on. Once you get into that, then decide ki company kya kar rahi hai. If your company says we want this, upgrade your skills there. Future, don't worry, it's not going anywhere. Apart from COBOL, everything is working. Even C programming is surviving. You know, robotics, IoT, they're still using C programming. Yeah. It's just that other technologies are booming. You know, we all love trending stuff. Right? Nowadays we have phone with big screen. I have a phone with big screen. Just with small screen phones. Technology, that's it. But for a long time. Same goes with SQL. It will be there. Anything else? So depend what your interest is. If you want to create algorithms, I would say AI. Yeah. But if you know you want to work with data a lot, go for data science. It depends upon you. Everyone have their own way. Example, even if I like AI, I'm going for blockchain, which is attracting more than AI for me. So everyone have their own thing.
Three technologies which require high mathematical.
AI only needs mathematical skills. If you're not good with maths, don't. Okay. Cryptography, yes, maths is required. You can survive. You can learn on. Not the case with AI. Yes. See, don't go only for this stuff only when you think you're good with math, or you're good with logical thinking, or okay. If you think you are more of a programmer, not of maths, then stick to programming, stick to creativity, stick to designing, touch all this stuff. You should not touch it, but you are taking a risk. So do it parallelly. Doing program some free time and learn AI. See how flexible you are. Making sense? So don't. Okay. A company, don't jump into something new. Don't to try something new. Do it parallelly. Yeah.
What about AGI?
Which one?
AGI, Artificial General Intelligence.
No idea. AGN. Is it? Okay. That's a. So I know Web3 not explode on AGN. AI. Need to check that.
Artificial intelligence using blockchain.
Or is it? You are working on all this stuff? Where do you stay?
Dubai. Yes,
The thing is, there are some things which I don't know. One of them, I'm not Rajnikant. Yeah, but there's a good input. So what I do, new word, what I do, I will go home, make a video. Okay, but same goes with blockchain. So 8 months back, I was not knowing about blockchain. Live session, they asked me about what is blockchain. I was like, I skipped that question. So I was looking for new questions, and then that blocking with that question. You know, what is blockchain? What is blockchain? What is blockchain? I said, okay, I don't know. I will research it. I made a video. I've talked about it in some AGI. Yeah. So we'll do this. It will be helpful for me if you can give me some content. Yeah, so that I will do it. If you know something about it, we can do a live session with you. So I will ask you a question, you will answer. Yeah, it will help the audience as well. So what's your name, by the way? Kareem. So you're going back to Dubai again. Okay, but we can use Google. You are?
I know the place. And at that time, I don't know Java. I learned Java.
Thank you so much. So say the same thing. Okay. Because I don't have much subscribers from Dubai. So when I see my stats, I have subscribers from India, US, UK, Australia, but less number of people from Gulf countries. I want more subscribers from them so that they will call me for a seminar. I can buy good phones there without tax. Yeah. Any future of that? Mean stack development, yeah. See, people, so I am not a big fan of mean stack, yeah, to be honest. It's good, you know, it's good. With mean stack is totally depend upon JavaScript. I was never, so it's my personal opinion, as a programmer, when you work on Java first, you feel Java is more structured. You know the flow of it, okay? So at any point, you can debug it. So if you're a Java programmer, if you give me a code, I can debug it for sure. It will take some time, maybe 1 hour or maybe 10 days, but I will solve the problem for you. If you come up with a JavaScript problem to me, doesn't matter if you're a JavaScript expert, let's say this guy is JS expert. If you come up with a problem, he may not be able to answer. Open, we have to get confused. It's not that properly structured. You know what I mean by that, right? Java is more structured compared to JavaScript, only touching JavaScript. Same working on mean stack. It is good. Mean stack is good. There is nothing personal with you people with mean stack, okay? It's just that I personally don't like JavaScript because it is not properly structured. Now, main point, the MongoDB, JavaScript. AngularJS, JavaScript. The Express.js, the framework, JavaScript. Then we got Node.js, JavaScript. Right? Now, people who don't know mean stack, it is you can build the entire website from start to end using JavaScript. Because what you need in website is front end, the back end, which is database, and then the server. Right? The front end will be done with using or React.js. You can change mean to, you can cut A, and you can, some people do that, right? Merge stack, yeah. So we have React.js or Angular.js. Some people also use, so how do you use MVC architecture? You can replace Angular with Vue. Right? With Vue? No? Framework.
It is a one design pattern.
Oh, no idea. See how bad with I'm JavaScript. So we have mainly the entire stack using JavaScript. So the database, JavaScript, the front end, Node.js, the backend server. So if you just have to learn. It's good if you are a fan of JavaScript. But the moment you talk about stable services, like if you talk about big companies, I'm not saying big companies. Like they use different technology for different purposes. Facebook, they use as a PHP server, hack server. Then for data processing, they use something else. So they use the entire chain of services, right? Yes, startup they use MeetUp because it works. But you can learn everything. Like JavaScript is becoming like you can use it anywhere, right? Application, JavaScript. If you want to build web application, maybe there will be. We also have TensorFlow now. TensorFlow was based on Python before, and now we got TensorFlow.js. You can use JavaScript for TensorFlow, right? Deep learning model. Yeah.
Testing to Selenium for Selenium.
Okay, just to complete, use MeetUp there. But if you are ahead, if you're not a fan of JavaScript, if you are a fan of, let's say, Java and Python, stick to Java frameworks and stick to Python. But fan of JavaScript, go ahead.
Sir, about Django.
Like, yeah.
Selenium testing tools.
Testing tools. Tester, automate yourself. Yeah, because automation is on the way. You don't have a choice. You will be sure, right? Even development, I feel we are on the way of making a software soon. Thanks to Sophia. Yeah. So she will replace you in future. She will replace me in future as well. Maybe next time I will send Sophia for a meetup. Maybe I'm alone here for a meetup. I'm just enjoying somewhere in Bangkok or Goa, right? Chilling there. My clone is coming here to talk to you, right? So this is something that the future you are expecting. This is the future you have, right? Software will make a software. Then you have to build the software which build the software. Right? That's the future. You cannot. Those are okay. Things are changing, and that's where the issue. You know, people now AI. Yes, which will be not that you will be unemployed. You just have to working. Sense. Of course, syllabus will also change.
I'm testing
So it is. You're doing that. So change, upgrade, you're good to go. After that,
so they're expecting us to develop.
yes. So both.
So that's
That's a good option, you know. So if you're a tester, you also need to learn development, or you have to go for operation. Okay, don't just be one person testing. Okay, so those days are gone now. So we need a person who does everything. You have to be Jack Kelly with Boomerang, all rounder.
So can you brief me about Python and the Java? How much it is?
Yeah, Python now it is very hot, right? Because of AI, because of what they're doing, you know. And yes, it's a very good language for those people who are from non-technical background. Because if you are from programming like Java, it might affect your brain, right? Maybe you will not talk properly after that. But if you learn Python, it is possible, because Python is more about learning the fundamental, learning the syntax, not more of oops, right? Example, in Java, you cannot do anything without classes. That's not like hello world just by saying print hello world. So future is very, just to complete, future is very good. If you are going for AI, if you are going for the stuff, learn Python. Not going, learn Python. It's like a good to have skill set in your pocket.
So, but if I learn Python, so if I go for web development, like,
It's very good. As of now, it's very good. Change your model later. First step, okay? So learn whatever you want to learn now, and think for the future opportunities. What other things you can learn? And learning is never a waste thing. Okay, DevOps is also asking Python, so learn Python. You don't have a choice. Best way to learn Python is? Yeah.
Sir, lecture ke?
Yeah.
Sir, I'm 2017 pass out and last 6 months I'm freelancing and for Java and Spring framework, Hibernate framework and all these things. And also I'm learning Python and Django framework. It's much difficult than writing and coding Django. Django provides different facilities. So where I built my career in Java or Python?
So if you're feeling Django is difficult, that means
Django is easy.
Django is easy.
Yes.
Then go for Django. The moment you feel something is easy and you're more comfortable for it, go for that. Example, I feel more comfortable working on Java Spring Framework because I know the in and out of it. So if you know some feel it is, so go with Python. Go with something which you love doing. If you don't have vacancies, then think about going for Java. But if you know that,
Because as a fresher Java, sometimes because as a Java developer, you can get. That's why what I prefer doing a job for Java or Python.
if you're getting a job for Python, go for it. In this, then you have second option. Okay. So it's not that you have to spend your entire. If you get a job, let's say Java developer, if you feel in 6 months something is not that comfortable, look for opportunities, or maybe wait for 1 year. Right? You have a big lifetime, right? So wait for 1 year, work on that technology. See, when you work for a company, it's not just you're working on technology. You're also learning how to make a software, how to communicate with your peers, different skill set as well, right? Option Java job. Yeah.
Skills to be industry ready by 2020 because as AWS or blockchain now or never.
Yeah. So you are in second year now.
Yeah. 3 years. I'll be granted.
So you'll be graduating in next 2020, right? So best way. Okay. Sometime I behave like a Baba, you know. I can predict future of India because India always follow US. So whatever is happening in US, it will be happening in India in next 2 years. So research about those things which is happening in the US. Example, blockchain is hot there. For sure by 2020, they will be implementing AI. So if you want to be ready now, what you do is, you're in third year, right?
Yes.
So learn blockchain or AI, your choice, for 6 months.
I'm bad with mathematics.
Okay. See, for blockchain as well, we need mathematics, but then cryptography level mathematics, you know, so working with encryption, decryption, number calculations. You can so learn, build at the moment you feel comfortable, build more projects. Not feeling comfortable, try have something in buffer with you before.
Based on blockchain.
Yes, project based on blockchain. Learn, or maybe, which is like blockchain is on the way. iOS is there, websites are there. So build those things as well. This thing will give you confidence to edge. So when you go for the interviews, they will ask you what you know. You will say Android. They will say, then you will say blockchain. They will say, oh. So you should have that edge, right? So have both in your, you will get that job. Maybe because in 2020 they will say blockchain was just right? So you have something with you which is, see? But you can be prepared for it. Always have a backup with you, like LSE policy. Yeah. So have two things, blockchain and Android or front end. What else we have? Or maybe
What about AngularJS?
industry for free from YouTube, or you can join the entire course. Do it. Yeah.
What's the future?
Android. And right from Java, now we have Flutter, right? We have Dart language. So the technology behind Android is changing very fast. but the overall model, which is you're working, you're building. See, I feel Android technology, it's about user experience. You are making your audience engage technology because the idea we have and the flow. Example, WhatsApp UI is better than some other apps. Giving you, right? So if you have good features, if you have good app idea, then go for it. It's not just about technology. Some of the core things will remain same. We use then laptops. So maybe Android is overtaking Windows now. So soon you will be having full-fledged laptop in your phone, full-fledged computer in your phone. Maybe next 2 years you will not be even touch because we have this habit now. Let me give you stats. My YouTube videos. So earlier, last to last year, 2016, it was 75% desktop and 25%. Now it is 55% for desktop. So you can see things are changing. We are watching more YouTube, future mobile phones. Early of this phone. So on mobile phone. Scala is more object-oriented than functional. Python is more functional than object-oriented. It's the way you work with it. As a developer, I can build the entire application using function, or I can build the entire application on OOPS. I will prefer Scala more when we go for big data, when we work on JVM platform, because Scala works on JVM and Python works on. People prefer JVM over because JVM has more libraries. You know Kotlin, right? Kotlin, Scala works on JVM. So we get more features compared to PVM. Yeah. So see, when you say compare, it's actually very difficult. I can't even say Python is bad. Right? It's there in some field. I cannot say Java is bad because it is upon what you want to do. If you want to go into big data, Scala is best. Python is best. That's the way. Have some question for YouTube Live as well. Yeah.
I'm in MCA second year. So what should I learning now? So I'm Python like
Good.
So which should I focus on?
See, if I say Java, you will stop watching Python then. Stop watching Java. I prefer the more you learn, the more you earn. Right? It doesn't matter will it help you or not. Example, when I was in my college, I used to learn whatever I get. It may be useful in future, right? More on networking skills. I mean, computer network skills. When I was in my college, I was not knowing that it will help me in future sometime. It helped me, right? So learn whatever you can. If you think you are in second year, right? So learn Python, learn Java, learn Django. Build some software in Java, build some software. After that, you will feel whatever you are more comfortable with. If you are feeling more comfortable with Python, go with that. If you feel more comfortable with Java, go with that. It's just your okay. After that, when you get hired by some company, they will say work on .NET. You don't have a choice, right? It's just that you have to reach to that level. If you want to get into startups, what is more important is ideas. Technology might change. Example, maybe some people will prefer main stack over Java. It's about your comfort and the idea. Making sense? If you're going for a company, get the job. After that, company will take care of. They might. Example, when I got hired, and I said no to work on scripting, Linux scripting. I said yes. They will never ask me to work on Android. Thing. So it's even upon company what they ask you. Yes. Last question, okay? We're running out of time. They will.
How should we choose the topics for side projects?
Talk about this, right? We'll answer that question by here. How to improve your programming skills? By practice. Ask Virat Kohli how he became a best batsman. He will never say, I used to go to, some Baba and, I was. So he will always say, more practice, the more you will improve. Yes, you have to also learn from your mistakes. Some people only practice. That will not work. You have to make mistakes. And you have to remember your mistakes so that you will not. Plus, try something new every day. Challenge your brain. We have this habit of becoming more comfortable. वो होता है, the moment you feel comfortable, you will do the same work yourself. It may not work. It may not work. I was not knowing how to train people. I tried. I failed. I tried. I failed. Now I'm feeling more comfortable in development. Making sense? So you have to challenge yourself. Maybe now I'm more comfortable here, but this is bad for me now. The moment I get more comfortable, then I will get lazy and then I will not improve myself. Right? So when you want to improve, challenge yourself. And the best way is learn languages. The more language you learn, it's better for you. C programming, you know how function works, how procedure works. When you learn Java, you know how OOPS works. When you learn Python, you know how. Then start working on big projects, right? Now, when I say big project for you, it is small project for big companies. Own field, very new software. Idea is not important. Implementation is important to start. So what is more important is copy the idea and build the project. You can build your own Flipkart. You can build your own Paytm. You can build your PUBG game. Good animation, but with stick as well, it will do. Making sense? Yeah. It will give you confidence that if you implement it, that is the first confidence you need. The next thing you have to do is generate ideas. And trust me, amazing thing, it gives you idea every day. Write down your ideas. Trust me, it works. Write down 5 ideas and automatically they will connect someday. Okay? Observe things around you, the problems which you are facing. Like Uber, Ola, what is that? It's a solution for a problem, right? Solution for a problem. Observe the problem around you and solve it. Even if I give you one topic, it may not suit you. Making sense? So step 1, the first project should be copy. Always copy some project. It will give you confidence that you can build something which you can imagine. If you build it, you know what happens? You got the idea which is X. You have built the project which is Y, and X is not matching with Y. But you will feel Y. The idea was X, built on idea Y. At the end of the product, you will feel that you have done Y, right? But when you copy something, you're copying Flipkart. The end product should look like Flipkart. Not just UI, but also the way it works, the processing speed. Or, hence Flipkart server. Add the cart, how fast it is working. Making sense? Users. And start using Flipkart, your own Flipkart. And that's how you improve. First project, copy. Second project, get the idea and make it work. And how to get the ideas? Understand personal problems, but then financial problem they have or professional problem they have and try to solve it. Maybe you can solve personal problem. That's where Tinder came into picture. Yeah, WhatsApp came into picture. Orkut came into picture. Then personal problems. I'm tired. Yeah, about networking, what?
Someone suggested learn that.
Networking is a good future, but in networking also, network administrator, network programmer, visible. Doesn't matter, I'm tired. Networking, it's good. We'll talk about it more on live session. Yeah. I'm talking from.
So how to skills, like for example, quickly complete our project or particular requirement, where to use what?
Yeah. So it's also dependent upon your experience. The more you challenge yourself, You will get the idea, okay, this is where you have to use this is where you have to use this. So I would say, logical skills improvement is all about experience. The more you practice, the more you will make mistakes, and that's where you will learn. In fact, I would suggest you to be a participant in Code Chef and all this fun stuff. You know this one, hackathons? Participate in hackathons. Best way to learn. Of course, you will lose. When you start, you will lose 10 times. What mistakes you are doing, and then try to improve it. The moment you come in top 1,000 also, you will get that confidence. So go to HackerRank, go to HackerEarth, and that's how you do it. Yeah? Any questions? Okay. So now what you have to do here. First thing, when you go home, copy the channel link, go to Facebook and promote. Step 1, okay? Step 2, keep improving yourself every day. Okay, see, motivation is something which I can give you now, okay? So initially I should think about motivating people. But motivation is like, it goes into your RAM. The moment you go out, that's a Lakshman Rekha. The moment you go, at this point you will feel, after going home, I will search about this, I will search about that, I will search about AGI, right? A lot of people will think about that. I will search about AGI, I will search about blockchain. You are in a world of distraction now. The moment you go out, you will take out your phone, you have WhatsApp, you have Facebook. Your entire RAM will be Facebook app, WhatsApp app. The AGI, gone. Right? Motivate yourself every day, because motivation is like taking a bath. Take it every day, every morning. Right? So motivate your session. Right? No one can motivate you. Okay? Even if you watch, motivation sessions or motivated for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, it goes down. Motivate yourself. Have a goal, or maybe some poster. Take a photo of yourself and edit it and write back Google here. You're working for Google. Making sense, right? Create a fake iCard of Google. That's your future. Every day you waste your time, just look at that photo and you say, not possible. You will feel we have to work. Making sense? Okay. One day, in fact, I believe in this rule, 1% a day. If you improve yourself in 1 month, you are improving yourself by 30%, 100%. It is not possible, but imagine. The problem is, if you miss 1 day, you will every day you work, you will get more points. So don't waste your time. Which is very important. Okay, go to trips, enjoy your vacations, enjoy your family time, enjoy your college time. Plus, stop using Facebook, stop using WhatsApp. Okay, so if you're using WhatsApp, if you're using Facebook, use it for 1 hour a day. That's it. Stop checking notifications. We have this habit, we are so addicted to it. Every 5 seconds, 10 seconds, you take out your phone and check notifications. I do it because I'm a social promoter. I'm a social person, right? I have to be online. That's my business. You. Then use your phone. Otherwise, stick to your technology. Makes sense? I hope you will keep supporting Telusko. I will try my best to upload as much as possible. Morning session, we talked about IRP program. You have seen that board, right? Business. So the same way we have the IT Academy now. Right? Helpful for people who are into, who are looking for jobs. So you're doing your colleges, and now you see if they will get a job or not. As per my experience, only 20% people actually get a job. In fact, 5% people get a job. They get a job just to get a job, just to get the pocket money. 80% they struggle. It takes time for them to get a job. Maybe 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 10 months. I've seen people waiting for 15 months. After 15 months, some training. So they are wasting 15 months of their life, right? And that's where we are here to fill that gap. It's not that we don't have India in the platform was the colleges are not providing value. So I was doing my best to give you knowledge so that you can learn. But still, there's something missing. You know, the way we are doing here. Maybe if you have some questions, how will you answer? I mean, let's say if you're watching my Python, if you got some questions, how will I answer those questions? How will I provide solution to it? I try my best by commenting on the videos, but it's impossible to do that. We got around 2 lakh subscribers. Even if I try, I will die. Yeah. So that's first problem. Second problem is technical skills is not the only thing which is important. Communication skills, I'm not good with that. So I'm doing a collaboration with the IT Academy. So together we are building 2 ERP. Second one is learning portal. So you have to subscribe for by paying 750 rupees per month. Okay, so to more .academy. Yes, that's it. Anything else? Yes, I will try to possible questions. Do your part. Okay, try to donate as much as possible to Kerala floods because national disaster. Okay, try as much as you can, and after you can generate more pocket money. You can donate to Telusko as well. Yeah.
We expect from for upcoming languages.
Let me talk to. We'll do that. That's one thing. We'll do that.
And we want from more frameworks also, like the trending frameworks.
Sure. We are just starting now. Add more features to it, right? So once I complete code fair, Python will focus on Flask, Go, videos on software development skills. I mean waterfall model, and then how to work with DevOps, how to work with Jenkins. Videos on Git, but not complete. So we'll try to do that as well. A lot of things on the way. Okay, Telusko has just started.
So can we expect both advanced and core Python?
Yes,
In future of,
for sure. Initially, I was thinking only about core Python, but then Flask will do.
Interview point of questions like
Yes, that's on the way. So interview questions, frameworks. In fact, people from Java background, microservices, trending part. Yeah.
every weekend will be like doubts of the application.
We will be having 2 live sessions. If you are a part of the IT, we will be having live sessions from 10 to 12. 10 to 11. Then for Telusko, we do that every Sunday, every Saturday evening, whenever I get time. Any questions? Huh? Yeah. You want internship from Telusko, right? Okay. So what I will do is I will stop the live first. Hey, where is the clock?